J.R.R. Tolkien takes on J.K. Rowling to see which fantasy film series rules them all. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and in this installment of Versus, we're pitting the Lord of the Rings films against the Harry Potter films to see which comes out on top.
Come on, Tom. Let's finish this the way we started. Together!
Round 1. The Fantasy World. Middle-earth takes the first corner as the archetype and defending champ of the fantasy genre. A continent from a fictional period in Earth's history, the land was plotted by the author on maps that were followed closely by the films, ensuring that the Shire, the Mines of Moria, and the peak of Mount Doom all made it from page to screen. By contrast, Harry's stories take place mainly in the Wizarding World, a secret realm that coexists with the Muggle world via magic. The standout landmarks are the isolated Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and the nearby village Hogsmeade, Diagon Alley, and the wondrous Ministry of Magic. While the Wizarding World is a unique concept, Tolkien's clearly defined Middle-earth is the more breathtaking and fantastical of the two. Winner, The Lord of the Rings. Round 2. The Protagonist. If there's one thing these fantasy series share, it's a troubled protagonist who must carry a burden to defeat evil. Frodo literally carries the One Ring on his road trip, fighting its corruption of his very character. On the other hand, Harry survived murder at the hands of the Dark Lord, while his parents weren't so lucky. When he finally discovers he's a famous wizard, his destiny leads him to thwart Voldemort's plan to become immortal and rule Muggles and wizards alike. Frodo is pretty much the most obvious and able choice to do the grunt work, so Harry gets the point for rising up to fulfill his destiny. Winner, Harry Potter. Yeah! Round 3. The Entourage. No fantasy film is complete without a fellowship to back up its hero. Harry may be the more interesting protagonist, but how does his entourage hold up? His help comes from the secretive headmaster Dumbledore and his pals Hermione, a walking encyclopedia.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
His sidekick Ron, and many other friends.
Well, I must say I'd hoped for better.
Frodo, on the other hand, doesn't need much hand-holding. Sure, he's got a sidekick in Sam, but Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli carry the battles and the tactics independently. When facing evil, we prefer dynamic characters that can act fully without asking permission of the hero. The Fellowship claims this point. Winner, The Lord of the Rings.
So be it. You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring.
Right. Where are we going?
Round 4. The Villains. One of the greatest aspects of a fantasy film is the threat faced by its hero. Frodo and company must deal with two similarly named villains, the out-of-body eye Sauron and the tainted white wizard Saruman, as well as their vast army of orcs who are trying to wipe out mankind. Harry Potter's nemesis Voldemort has come back from the almost dead and gains strength as time marches on. Commanding a legion of evil wizards called Death Eaters, his plan is to rule everything and everyone with an iron fist. And he'll achieve it with help from insane witch Bellatrix Lestrange, school bully Draco Malfoy, and more. While Sauron is epic, we can't help but bow our wands to the performance of Ralph Fiennes as the dastardly, misshapen, and terrifying Dark Lord.
The orders are on their way, by which time I shall be gone, and you shall be dead.
By the slightest of margins, this point goes to Harry Potter.
You're a fool, Harry Potter. And you will lose everything.
Round 5. Visuals and Effects. For this tiebreaker, we focus on one thing both film franchises had to pull off exceptionally well. Both had the tough job of bringing fantastical visuals from the books to life on the big screen. Harry's world is packed with detail in every shot, from moving pictures to floating candles. It's all very amusing. However, it doesn't quite deliver the same level of visual excellence as The Lord of the Rings. In fact, one Potter producer vocally cringed at the poor quality of earlier installments.
Cool.
On the other hand, The Lord of the Rings brings to life entire battles riddled with imaginary creatures and breathtaking landscapes, all with consistent quality. Sorry, Potter fans, we have to give this one to Team Gandalf. Winner, The Lord of the Rings. Verdict. By a narrow victory of 3-2, The Lord of the Rings proves that it will be on top of the fantasy sci-fi genre until the end of all things.
My friends.
You bow to no one.
Do you agree with our verdict, or will you be taking a long walk for a dip in Mount Doom over this result? For more versus battles, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.